amazing. And all right, we're going to go ahead and get started the way I love doing Mojo Morning. And that is, we're going to do shout out. So first of all, welcome to the call. If you don't know who I am, you guys, my name is Jennifer Dowd. I'm one of your Blue Diamonds. I absolutely love network marketing. I love Trinut. I love what I do. I love the people that I do it with. And I want to say huge congratulations to each of you for taking the time to be on and sharpen your skills. I am so excited to be on this morning with you. So let me tell you what shout outs are. Okay. We're going to start with shout outs. This is a chance for you to shout out somebody in your team. It could be even somebody cross-line to you that has done something amazing. You can shout them out for whatever they've done. Maybe it's you. Maybe you did something amazing. Shout yourself out. That is amazing. And if you have any little tips on how you have accomplished whatever you're shouting out, or however the person you're shouting out did it, definitely let us know. So let's just say it was Molly, and Molly got 2 new associates, and you have any tips for us? Let us know. Got it? Okay. On your mark, get set. Who's hot? Ready, set, go. If you're hot, it means you're ready to share.
Okay, I'm hot. I'm hot.
I knew it was going to be you, Kim. I already knew it was going to be you. Okay, take it away, girl.
I'm actually I have lots of shout outs, but none of them are on here, but I'm still going to shout it out. I have a couple gals that joined the team, not like yesterday, but like November, and are now wrapping it up. And one of them is this close to Jade. She's kicking it in high gear. And another one, she's very, I got to quit saying, I've learned that. She is very quiet and reserved, and her confidence is not like super high. And she also got 2 new customers this week. So she is coming out of her shell. That's super exciting. I'm working on getting them on these calls, but baby steps. So that, and what ignited the one gal that's just kicking it up is me and a couple of the gals on my team. We hosted an in-person event. It was very small, but she joined us and she spoke about her experience with some products, and it just kicked her into high gear. So yeah, to even small events, even if there's 3 people there, make it happen. So that was exciting. That was a big win for those few girls for sure.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations, and congratulations to you for keeping on with them. That's amazing. Yeah. That is how it happens, you guys. Sometimes people just have to marinate. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But we want to make sure that we never give up on people. So I love that, Kim. Okay, who's hot? Who's next? Who has a share?
I'm ready.
Woo! Okay, take it away.
My shout outs to Rania Hemingway. She pushed me out of my comfort zone this last week. We did some lives, some split screens, and I've reached out to a lot of people in Messenger, have a lot of conversations going, and she's kind of the one that pushed me a little bit to get it going, and I really appreciate that and her accountability for me. So thank you, Rania.
I love it. Way to go, Terry. Way to just make it happen too and get out of that comfort zone. And congratulations to Rania. Way to lead, Rania. Super excited for both of you. Okay, who else is hot? Who's hot? Who has a shout out? Somebody else on this line has got to have a shout out. You guys are being very quiet. My Wake Up Wednesdays are a little louder with these shout outs.
Okay, I'm going to go again.
Okay, Kim, go again, girl.
Janet's laughing. I'm like taking over for you, Janet.
I love it.
So I actually want to give myself a shout out. I have struggled for, oh my gosh, like 60 plus years to ask for help. And I asked for help twice this past week, and I got the help I needed. And the lesson behind that was that if you don't ask for help, nobody knows you want it or you need it. So that, and I know that, and I've reached out to my team offering help. And but I never did it myself. So I wasn't practicing what I was preaching. And the lessons I have learned over the last week and a half because of asking for help are huge. So I just want to encourage everybody, whether it's your upline, your side, like whoever, who I asked for help from was my immediate upline and then above them because I thought that that person would resonate with who I needed help with. And yeah, so it was a very great week of learning that I also need to ask. Because if you ask, you get it. The answer is always no if you don't ask, right? We know that.
Yes,
So
yes.
that was a big turning point for me this past week.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, that is huge too. I hope everybody took a note on that. Nobody can read your mind. It's so good to ask. Asking is great. I listened to a training once from a gal, and she said, "You have not because you ask not." And I was like, "Ooh, it's good. It's a word. That's a word right there." Okay, you guys, we're gonna thank you for the shout outs. Thank you, thank you. And Kim, thanks for doing too. I love it. We are gonna get right into the meat. So I was thinking about it last night. We were driving home from Bean. Some of you have been to the mountain. We were at our property where we do the mountain, having a ball with our grandkids. And I was looking at some of the experiences that we have up there while up there and just kind of being in that moment and that space and loving you all, by the way. And I was thinking about, okay, what are we going to talk about on Mojo Morning? And it just kind of came over me that I truly believe that all of us want to succeed, but sometimes we just get stuck. And I was thinking about how many times we get stuck in leadership. And part of the whole mountain experience is about getting unstuck. It's about transformational change and breakthrough. And so I want to talk about some of I made a list of 5 things that I think people get stuck with when we're building Trinot and how to get unstuck. Okay. And you know, some of you may be in a place of absolute abundance in winning season, and that is amazing. So if that's you, this is great, but maybe think about somebody in your team that might be a little bit stuck and what can you do to assist them in getting breakthrough, okay? So number 1, I believe that people get stuck in learning mode. They get stuck in thinking they have to know everything before they move forward, okay? And one of the things that has been huge for me in my entire career, in both of my builds, both in ACN and in Trinot, has been getting people into immediate action. You guys, it is so important when we get somebody started in business that we actually get them moving, get them exposing in their first 24 to 48 hours. I mean, this is the network marketing gospel. If there was a network marketing Bible and Jen Dowd wrote it, line number 1 would be get people in action in their first 24 hours because their excitement is at an all-time high right then. I tell every single person that I sponsor, listen, this is a learn while you earn situation. You can either you can either learn, we can take a month and you can learn it all. You can learn the products, you can learn the comp plan, you can get your products before you start sharing. How many times have we heard that? Oh, I got to get my products before I can talk about it. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you actually don't. Okay. But that is kind of a theory. So I'll tell people all the time, nope, nope. Actually, if you want to learn before you earn, then I'm going to have you wait to start. I actually tell people that. I'm like, nope, if you're working with me, we're going to earn while you learn. You would never go on a job. You would never go work at McDonald's and think you're going to work for them for free for 2 weeks while you just learn their system. No, you are earning while you're learning. You are in action. Okay. Do not let your teammates get an anal cranial inversion. No. Okay. They've got to get moving. They've got to get moving. I have a girl, some of you guys have met her, Perla Gerardo. You guys, she started like mid-February. I want to say mid-February, hit Pearl in her first 17 days. She did not bring a team with her. Dee Dee Hinsey, she's another one. hit Pearl like in, I don't know, 20 days, something like that. Okay. But with Perla, you guys, my mom was going through her heart attack. It didn't matter. I was in ICU presenting for her. We were doing it. We were making it happen. But the whole thing is she didn't know anything. All of us know nothing. But I just got her in action right away. We were exposing every single day to more people. Okay. She did not understand the products. She had never even received a product, but we were going. Okay. So make sure that you're teaching your people. Listen, the greatest thing about network marketing is you don't need to understand anything. And actually, you're better at it before you do. Ignorance on fire will actually be intelligence on ice every single day of the week. So make sure you tell them. And I always give them examples. Like I'm giving you an example of Perla right now. She earned her first builder bonus tranche in her first 30 days. So she made $2,000 in her first 30 days. I tell that story all the time. Listen, if you need her story, use her story. If you don't have your own story to tell of somebody in your team, talk to me. I'll tell you some stories that you can use. You could probably even get her to get on the phone with you with somebody and tell them, okay? But make sure that you are not, and for those of you who might be stuck yourself, ask yourselves, am I in learning mode? Like it's so good to get on Mojo Mornings. I'm so excited you're here. And there, it is important to learn. But if we never take the learning and put it to action, it doesn't matter that we learned it. We've got to get into the action part. We've all got to be taking the actions every single day. There's a daily method of operation and we're doing it. We're exposing. Okay. Number 2, no consistency. No consistency. I want you to imagine having a store. Actually, we have a restaurant. We have a restaurant here in Oakdale. Some of you have been to Oakdale. It's called Ferretti's. And it is the greatest, or Farisi, sorry. It is the greatest deli. It's on drive-ins, dives, and diners, or whatever that show is. It's on the DDD show. I love that show, by the way. But this little place, you guys, their sandwich, I don't even like sandwiches. It is, oh my gosh, they are to die for. There are these hot sandwiches on this homemade bread. And here's the point. We always want to expose every guest we ever have to this place because it's really famous. People stop there on their way to Yosemite, but it drives me crazy. They are only open like 4 days a week, and I can never figure out when they're open. So if I haven't searched it out first and we have company, I'll go somewhere else that I know I can count on. I want you to hear what I'm saying. I will go somewhere else because I know I can count on it. If you're in business with a brick and mortar and you are not open every day and you just keep your doors open when you feel like it, or you close them and shut them, I promise you, you're going to have a business problem. Okay. You've got to be consistent. Every one of us needs to check our consistency. Okay. It's amazing to do bursts of energy and like get results. But so many times I see people do a burst and then it's almost like they get tired and then they lose the momentum they have just built. So I want to challenge everybody today to be consistent. I would rather see you do less hours a day and actually be consistent like every day of the week for months than to do like a huge day and then you disappear for 2 days. And then you do another huge day and then you disappear for 2 days. Okay. Results in network marketing really are about consistency. And a lot of it is about follow through. Can you please write that down? Follow through and follow up. I know we all know this, that your results are usually found in your follow up and follow through. So what I've found, listen, I'm telling you my things is if I'm not getting results, it is typically because I didn't follow through. For me, that's it. You know, I went really hard to expose and then something came up in life and I didn't do the follow through part because I wasn't consistent. And so then I lost everything I had worked to build. Okay. So be consistent every single day. Make sure you're doing all the follow up and all the things. Okay. Number 3, no real accountability. This is one of the hardest parts of network marketing is that we don't have to be accountable. We don't have a boss that's going to fire us if we don't do our daily method of operation. If we don't put in, if I say, okay, I come heck or high water, I'm putting in 4 hours a day to my business, or I'm putting in 2 hours a day, whatever it is. If I don't do that, there's nobody that's going to fire me. And so this is a real challenge that we have when we're building Trinot. And so I'm going to tell you what my system is. You guys can do whatever your system is, but I literally do a check every day. I look at the ceiling. I go to bed. I look at the ceiling. I do this. And I ask myself, first of all, if I had a boss, would have I been fired or promoted today based on my activities? Based on my activities. Now, listen, every day your activities are not going to yield great results. So it's not just even on the production, but based on what I truly did in my committed hours of the day. And if you don't have committed hours a day, that's another topic for another day, but you should have working hours. Okay. So based on those hours, did I do everything I could possibly do to make them count? So would have I been promoted or demoted? Or maybe even fired based on my performance, okay? Then another little series of questions I like to ask myself. Could I have signed any more people in as business owners today? Did I do everything I could possibly do to close as many people as I could today? Number 2, did I do everything I could do to sign up as many customers as I could have today? And number 3, did I get as many people as I possibly could promoted into whatever events are coming up that I could? And you guys, sometimes that's an online event. But I'm telling you, events are where it's at. There are 3 things that make our Trinot tricycle go. It's recruiting, it's customers, and it's getting people to events. Those are the 3 things. So if you feel like, ooh, I'm not getting the results I need to in my business, probably one of the wheels is off kilter. Either you're not getting people to events or you're not doing the things to recruit. Could be follow-up. You might be getting people in front of it, but you're just not doing the follow-up. And then the customer acquisition. Okay, those are the 3. So I love, another thing I can say about accountability is a lot of your leaders have accountability groups. And that's a great thing. It's a great to have an accountability partner, somebody to just hold you accountable every single day. Maybe you just hold each other accountable. Did I do my DMO? Did you do your DMO? And it's just that accountability. Mindy and I right now, we're doing an accountability group on Monday nights. Every Monday night, everybody gets on. And it actually is just all about accountability. Have we been doing the things? So I'm sure many of your leaders are doing those kinds of things. If you need one, let me know and you can hop into mine and Mindy's on Monday night. Okay, number 4. People are talking to the wrong people. People are talking to the wrong people. We had the funniest experience yesterday. So we took our kids up, our grandbabies up to the mountain, and we have these 2 magical coves. They really are just magical. It looks like it's off of a movie. Like it couldn't even be real because everything is absolutely green everywhere. And there are wildflowers galore. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So we get on our razor and we drive the grandkids into this little cove. And immediately my son Jake gets off the razor and he's like, holy crap, look at the fish. You guys, you could see probably 100 fish. And I'm talking, they were like yay long, that big around. I didn't even know those were in there. I don't know if I'll water ski this year knowing what's in there. I've never seen fish in that lake. But I'm just telling you, the fish were massive. So we went down, got a fishing pole, got the bait, and Braxton, my little 8-year-old, he throws his pole in there, and you can see that his bait is literally like 2 inches away from the fish's mouth. Like it's right there. You can see it. And that fish would not bite. Okay. Wouldn't bite. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's right there. Okay. The fish weren't hungry. The fish weren't hungry. They didn't want to eat. Or else we baited the hook with the wrong kind of bait. And so usually if we're not getting results or we're stuck, I will ask the people that I'm talking to, are you sure you're offering the information to somebody that's hungry? Because if they're not hungry, they're not going to bite. Either that or we've got the wrong bait on the hook. So one of the things that I do, and actually Bree called me, this is like Bree Richardson called me, I think it was like a week and a half ago. And she's like, Jen, what are you doing right now with your girls? Because Ree's in top production, Pearl is in top production. She's like, what are you doing with these brand new people that you've just recruited and started? Like, I don't understand what you're doing. Like, I understand what to do, but I want to know what you're doing. Just tell me what you're doing. And I said, well, here's what I'm doing is I love doing a grand opening Zoom. You guys, I love doing grand opening Zooms. This is my superpower. Well, it's one of my superpowers because I can connect with people on Zoom. If I can get them to do a private Zoom for me, I can close all day long. And the reason is this is what I do. So I would take notes on this part right here, okay? If I have recruited you, you are having a private grand opening Zoom. You are, okay? You're having a private grand opening Zoom and you are inviting your Fab Five. You're inviting your closest friends, your closest family, anybody that you would really, 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 really want on your team. Now, we're still doing social media marketing. That is awesome. That's like just throwing a net into the ocean. Let's see what crawls on into it. I'm all about it. But I can bait a hook with exactly the bait that's going to make the fish bite when it's the Fab Five. And this is why. Okay. So they invite, and then an hour before this Zoom is going to happen, they send me a list of exactly who's going to be on the Zoom. I want to know, how do they know him? What does this person do for a living? Do they have any health issues? And if so, what are they? And is business a sore point for them? Meaning, do they need money? Is there a reason they need to make or want to make more money? And if there is, why? What is it? Do they hate their job? Do they feel like their job's unstable? Do they just want to be home with their babies more? Like, what's the deal? Okay. And so an hour before Perla and I present, or any of Ree's new girls and I present, before we do it, we have this list. And I know exactly who I'm going to talk to on this Zoom. I know what their issues are. I know how they're in relationship with that person. And you guys, this is me baiting the hook. So I have my master slide PowerPoint that I always use every time I present. Sometimes I just hold the products up like this. Let's talk about glow. You know, sometimes I don't really use that PowerPoint until I get to the money part. But I present according to what they're giving me. That's what I actually do. If I know that I'm talking to nobody with a health issue, I'm going to tread a little bit lighter on the products and heavier on the money, because the money is the product. If I know that I'm talking to a realtor, I'm going to ask when we get to the money, I'm going to sell them so hard on the comp plan. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, you already know. It's better to be a broker and have multiple agents working with you than just be selling homes yourself. Why? Because you're going to make a little percentage on all the sales that they do as well. This is why you want to build a team in network marketing. What if you could build a team of thousands instead of a team of 10 or 20 like you do in real estate? What if you could have 10,000 people on your team eventually? And here's the deal. In real estate, you make a commission every time you do a sell, but you don't make a commission again every time somebody goes in and out of the house. You only make a one-time commission. Here, you have multiple agents selling homes and you have people on subscription. So it'd be like if you could, actually what it would really be like is if you could make a commission again every time that buyer made a house payment. Wouldn't that be amazing? Okay. So I'm literally presenting to who they are and what they are. Now, if they have a health need, because a lot of times I get a laundry list of the health issues, then I'm hitting on those points. If I already know somebody has celiac disease, then when I talk about digestive enzymes, I'm talking about celiac. If I know that they have headaches, then I'm going to talk about Optimize. If I know that they have herniated discs in their back, I'm going to be talking about Glow Collagen. I'm going to be talking about stories where it has made people's backs feel better. Like, you guys, I'm looking at it ahead of time and I'm studying it and I'm making sure my talking points are solving their problems. Okay. I'm baiting that hook. We got to know who we're talking to. And also invite people that you know have a pain point. There's another thing. Who are we inviting to the party? You want to be inviting people that have a pain point. There is no reason to give an aspirin to somebody that doesn't have a headache. If I'm trying to force somebody to take an aspirin, I don't even know if they need one. They're not taking one. So ask good questions to people to find out if they're qualifying to even get the information that we have for them. Okay. Also, I'm going to tell you this. You want my favorite person to present network marketing to you? I was talking to Ryan at corporate, president of sales, Ryan, the other day. And I told him my very favorite network marketer, like if I was going to go recruit my favorite person, it's somebody that's probably between the ages of 34 and 42. That's my favorite genre of person. And this is why, because they got going in life, they got going in their career, and they realized this ain't it. They're like, nah, this is not it. This is not all I thought it was going to be cracked up to be. And I'm bored and I don't have any time and I feel tired and life isn't panning out the way I thought it was going to be. I love that person. Good. Give me that person. I'm going to show them a different way to do things. Okay. Now, I love working with everybody, but that is somebody to me that if you put that person in front of me, oh, I can recruit them every single time. Every single time I'm going to recruit that person. Okay. Also, just one more thing, and I'll be done on this one because I've really spent a lot of time on this one and talking to the right people. Also, depending on the list that they give me of who's on there and what their, health issues are, I always have like my favorite 4 or 5 products that I talk about when I present. But if I know that this person has discomfort in their body, I'm going to talk about Optimize. Even though that's not the one I usually talk about, I'm absolutely going to talk about that one. And sometimes my whole product set that I talk about changes depending on what somebody's need is that's on the line. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. All right. And then the other thing, I got to say this about the Zoom, because this is like really important when you do a Zoom. One of the reasons I love doing a private Zoom, you guys, I love it, love it, love it. Can't get enough of it, is because when it's private at the end, I open it up for Q&A. So I always open it up for Q&A. I'll say, listen, you guys, I am so excited, and I'm so excited you're here to get all the information, but this tonight is about you, and it's about meeting your needs. So what I want to do is just open this up for questions. If any of you guests on the line have questions, this is the time to ask. And then always the host comes in and said, yes, she's the one that has all the answers. Make sure you ask now. And I'm letting you guys know that's where we get our closing. That's where we're closing them. We're closing them in the Q&A. Okay. So don't be afraid to open it up. Don't be afraid that they're going to ask you a question you don't know the answer to. You can always say, that is such a good question. I'm going to get back to you on it. You can say, that is such a good question. I don't know the answer, and I don't want to pretend I do and give you a wrong answer and mislead you. So I'm going to put you in the chat with one of my leaders. I'm going to put you in the chat. I'm going to put you in a chat with my Red Diamond Jeff Belleville. I'm going to put you in a chat with my Diamond Lori Allen, like whatever it is, or my Sapphire leader, whatever. And people, I promise you, people appreciate your honesty in that. And it actually edifies you. It does edify you. Okay. So don't be worried that you don't have the answers. Just put them in a chat with somebody that does. It's totally fine. But I guarantee you, if Perla was on here, I can't tell if she is or not, or Dee Dee Hintz, who are both in top production right now, they would both tell you that almost, I bet 85, if not 90% of our closing is coming from Q&A on private Zooms. That's where we're signing everybody in. And this is what Bree and I were talking about, because Bree and I did this when she started Trinot. That was how we built her business. It's how we built Kylie's business. And so sometimes, this other thing I'm going to say, I really didn't plan on talking to you about this in such depth, but it's a juicy subject. Sometimes, you guys, that Q&A will go for 45 minutes. So be open to that. I mean, here's the thing. We all want our people to move fast when they come in, but sometimes we're not willing to give the time to connect with them, to reach them, and really meet their needs in a way that they want to run when they come in. So it takes time sometimes to really make that connection and answer people's questions. But here's the cool thing. When her people are coming in, they're ready to go. Like, they're ready to go. They're closed. We aren't having to do all these follow-up conversations and have all these other, like, let's get them on and fire them up type of deal. Like, they understand that they're signing up to do this. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. All right. Next one. Okay. Number 5. You haven't really fully committed. You haven't really fully committed. Okay, let me explain this. So this is what I found. Sometimes people are stuck because they just really aren't positive that they actually want to do it. They're almost like they want to bring people in and they're excited about it, but they're almost scared to because they know once they do, they're actually going to have to do the work. Does this make sense? Okay, now here's what and maybe they're just a little bit afraid, like they're not sure that they're even going to know what to do when it happens. So this is just where we as the leaders, you guys, can really encourage them. Listen, I want you to know as soon as your mom signs up, as soon as your sister signs up, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to take all the steps with you. We're doing this together, girl. We have this, bro. We got this. Listen, I know. You're going to bring your brother in. And don't worry about not knowing what to do because I'm going to walk this out with you. I am walking it out with you. These are huge words. I'm taking a step for every step you take. I'm walking it out with you. And then be in communication with them every single day. And I'm not talking text communication. Be in communication. Pick up your phone. Talk to them. This is your battle buddy. This is your future diamond. You guys get on the phone with your people and talk to them. Get excited with them. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait for your Zoom. Or oh my gosh, that live you just did, it was fire. Oh man, when you said that one thing, holy crap, girl, I can't even believe you could do that this far along. I can't even imagine what this is going to look like in the next 30 days. Just keep encouraging them. Make sure they feel like you're there, because if they feel your presence right next to them, they're going to be so much more apt to make that full commitment. And then the other thing of fully committed is making sure to get people to events. That's where my full commitment into network marketing came, you guys, is when I actually got to my first event. And just know you don't have to wait to get to an in-person event. I would get somebody to an in-person event ASAP as soon as I could, because that is really going to cement them in and commit them. Okay, do not get me wrong. Get them to the in-person event as quick as you can. But the truth is we're living in an online world. So get them to whatever online event you can get them to as quick as you can get them to. I love getting my team to like even the all team overviews, because they're hearing testimonies. They're hearing from somebody other than just me. They're hearing from other people and people that have won with the products, people that have won with the opportunity. Like, it's just good. Get them on the Saturday training events, like whatever event. You guys get into your team groups. Every team group has their team's events listed. Okay. Even getting them to a Facebook group is somewhat getting them to an event, because there's a bunch of social proof in there that it is all working. Okay. And then for yourself, I would just ask yourself, are you committed? Are you fully committed? Is there something in you that's holding back, that's keeping you from going all in? And whatever that is, I promise you, when you remove that, everybody's going to feel your results different. They really are. I mean, it goes back to when I started network marketing. Mindy Diebel was my sponsor in 2006, and she admits she wasn't fully committed. When she first started inviting me, she wasn't fully committed. She got to an event 3 months later, and that's where she knew, oh, no, we're really, really doing this. And you guys, I felt that full commitment. I felt it. I couldn't turn away. Like, I had to see what she was doing, because I was literally afraid not to follow her. I promise you, people get your commitment. People get your commitment. And so sometimes recommitting every day is a thing. It's like, okay, I got to reset my mind. And you know what I love to do? I love to listen. You guys, even if I don't have a bunch of time, okay, even if I don't have a ton of time, I will listen to the Maxwell Minute in the morning. It's 1 minute. It's 1 minute. Everybody can do the Maxwell Minute, okay? Just something to get my mind on track, to get me set and ready for the day, okay? And I said, don't, learn while you earn. So I don't want you to only be in earning mode or learning mode. I want you to be in action mode, but it is important to learn and keep getting better, because as we learn, our confidence grows. Our confidence does grow when we learn. Our confidence grows when we learn. Our confidence grows when we produce. Our confidence grows when we get a result. There's so many things that grows that confidence, but definitely taking time in the morning to get yourself calibrated and set and committed to every single day. That's super, super important, everything you do. So anyway, all right, that is it. Those are the 5 things. And I am so excited for you guys. Does anybody want to share? Anybody have a share? Anything that maybe you learned this morning, or like, okay, you know what? I'm going to shift right here. This is something. Anybody want to share? Anybody have any little aha moments this morning? I love the shares. You guys, shares is my favorite part of Mojo Morning.
I'll share, Jen.
Okay, I love it. Take it away, Christina. Or Christy.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Janet. Consistency. I am the power of consistency. I show up every day. I do my stories every day. I show taking the product. When I take the product, my accountability is for whoever watches my story. I send them a message and follow up with them on that line. So I'm doing it. I have faith. It's going to be great.
I love that. Congratulations. I'm excited that you're showing up. I'm so excited that you're showing up. I love this. Also, you guys, something that's been really powerful for me, and I realize tons of my recruiting comes from this still today. It is crazy to me. Being out in the world. Make sure you guys are getting out in the world. Like, go outside, go out, go to the grocery store, go wherever you go, talk to people, get in conversations with them. If you ever are on my all team overviews, you hear all the time me talking about people that just did my hair, or somebody I met while I was at a restaurant, or like, I recruit all the time, just having conversations with people. It's really easy for me when I'm just face to face with somebody to talk to people, and I just talk about them. I have them tell me all about them, what they're passionate about, what they're excited about. And I just listen. I'll listen to people talk for a long, long time. If you can be a good question asker and just really be interested in people's lives, people will tell you why that they qualify to be a part of your business. I'm just telling you, they will always tell you. And then you can have conversations with them from there. But I am a big recruiter out in the market. And it is very rare. Like, if I ever go have any service done, anything where somebody has to be in my space for a half an hour or more because they're doing some kind of service for me, whether it's changing my oil in my car or, you know, putting fingernails on my fingers, they're going to hear from me. So anyway, it's fun. Okay. Anybody else have a share? Anybody have any aha moments today?
I have something that I could share about being out in the world.
I love it. Patty, take it away, girl.
So I've had this happen with myself when I'm with my beautiful Jeep with the turnout decals on it.
Yes.
But I've also had my team members recently tell me that they've had people stop them and say, "What's this turnout thing on your Jeep? What is that all about?" And I was really proud of my team members because they were able to tell me what that person does, why they were interested in what turnout was. And so they obviously did just what you said. They listened and engaged them in conversation. They didn't just say, "Oh, it's just the company that I'm in." They actually engaged. So I was really proud of them for that.
Oh, I love that, Patty. That's good. That's a good share. That's super good. Love, love, love. And I see Christine says she has your QR code on the back of my, what is it on the back? Is it on the back of your Jeep? Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. That's amazing. That's smart. I need to do that. I'm going to do that. That's good. That's real good. Why don't I have that? Okay. Anybody else have a share?
Jen, I want to share.
Yes. Take it away, Michelle.
Okay, so one of the girls on my team just recently got her Jeep. And I told her, I said, just go get the Jeep. She's like, what if I don't get the Jeep payment? I'm like, it's going to make you work so much harder. And she was like, really? I'm like, I swear to you, it will. So she went out and got it. We did her post. And my big takeaway is we're going to do a Zoom on Wednesday night this week.
Love
She's
it.
got 4 people coming on, and she has all these new people that are like, where have they been my whole life? They're all in my inbox now. I'm like, it's because you went out and got the Jeep. And she was like afraid to go and do it. And I said, I promised you it's going to make you get out of your comfort zone. And she's like, all right, I'm doing it. So she went out, got it, and now she's doing the book. I think it's called Badass something. I forget.
Oh,
But she listens.
Good
Yeah.
book.
She listens to it like every day. She's like, okay, well, if I ever get in my head, she's like, all right, I just keep listening to that book. Michelle says we're going to do it. And she was just a customer for like a year. And then she decided, okay, I really do want to retire. I really do want to put out my goal out there. And I said to her, this is no different than, another kind of retirement plan. This is going to be, as we build for that retirement plan, we are going to do this. So she came to our in-person little get together I did a couple weeks ago. And she left there and she's like, Michelle, you're right. I'm totally doing this every day. She's in my inbox this morning. She was like between 7 a.m. She's like, all right, I'm on my way to work, but I was just thinking, she's like, so I have more people that want to get on this Zoom. Do you think that's going to be bad if we have too many people? So now I go, well, no, but I'm going to go back and tell her exactly what we did about this private Zoom and invite as many more on there as we can. Because, she's been an Opal. She wants to get to the 500 Pearl. And I told her that we will do this together, kind of pouring that belief in that you keep talking about.
Yeah.
And she definitely sees the vision now, but it was really like, she didn't believe it until she understood the comp plan more. She's like, okay, now I get it. She was a little bit in learning mode, but out of consistency and all of those kinds of things. So I just wanted to say that I took really good notes today from your little Zoom, so I can go back and pour into this group that I have. I'm doing Fierce to Elevate group. I've been pouring into them every day, and on Saturday this past week, her and I did a Zoom together, not a Zoom, like a Facebook Live in this group. And I just really wanted her to tell the group, like, what we're doing, as much as it seems like it's not working some days, that it's really just doing these things over and over and over again, that she's like, it's so true. It all works when you do these things. So as much as I feel like I'm spoon feeding them every single day, the task to do, I believe with ChatGPT these days, you can think. So I think of the things every day to do, and then I go and pour into them and tell them what to do. And then they're going and doing the things on social media in some kind of fashion. And I think that's what she needed, was a little bit of this, spoon fed little bit of things to do. But then when you have that belief that it works, that people are like, okay, now I believe I can go out and do it. So I just wanted to say, it was really good Zoom. I'm glad I got on today for my note taking, and it's using things that we already know daily that we've learned, but you learn a little bit of nugget every single day that you listen or, do something. Like you said, you're going to always do the thing, but learn as you go. So even me being, a leader here, you just also need to learn something new every day. So I'm going to do more of those Zooms.
No, I am so excited for you. And I agree with you with the spoon feeding. I mean, I know every time I'm going to dig in with somebody, it's going to be work, because I spoon feed. I do exactly what you're doing. I spoon feed, but that spoon feeding always will equate. Like if you do it right and you do follow up with them and you follow up in your conversations with them. Hey, this is why we did this today. Hey, did you notice when we did that Zoom that I zoned in on those topics that you gave me? Hey, did you notice that I presented a couple other products? Like if you follow up and become an amazing teacher, okay, every single one of you, that's what creates independent leaders. Long term, those people become your leaders and they duplicate what you do. So anyway, Michelle, I love what you shared. Okay. On that note, guess what? We are going to go and we're going to get to work, and we're going to get in our teams, and we're going to have a blast, and we're going to make an impact. And you guys, I love you. It's Monday. Let's go make this week just amazing. Make sure you keep your attitude of gratitude in all things. I always say, remember, if you're praying for God to open doors, that you thank him when he does. And I love you all. God bless you. Have an amazing day, everybody. Thanks for being on.